Okay, so things aren't going exactly as planned, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I just thought that I would start a new run while I was down here, but that doesn't seem to be the case. I believe I'll be leaving tomorrow. I don't think I'm staying anytime soon. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Hit the camera. Cherubimon. Still alive. I gotta admit, I've been kind of keeping a close eye on him, though. I kind of don't want to lose both at the moment. I'm just not ready yet, I guess. So yeah, I'm happy that he's okay. I have been keeping a pretty close eye on him. I thought he was gonna be dead, and if he would have died, I had another device with me that I was gonna run for the next run. People already know what I'm gonna do. Some people already figured it out way before, but I won't say what it is just in case you guys don't know, because I'd like for it to be a little surprise. So that's one. Two, I forgot to mention that Power Morphicon is going on right now. It's a bi-yearly Power Ranger convention that I've always wanted to go to, but haven't yet because I am broke and it's all the way in California. I've never even been to that side of the country before. So yeah, I'm not there, but if you're there, hope you're having fun. I wouldn't say a huge fan of Power Rangers. I'm not as big of a fan as I used to be, but I am overall a huge Tokusatsu fan. I watch Sentai here and there. I watch mostly Kamen Rider, but it still is like that convention has always seemed so cool, but it seems like this year it's like starting to get really big. I think that's actually why they moved. I think that might be why they moved convention centers, because they were at a convention center near where they shot the old show, but now they're in Anaheim, which is a bit farther, and I'm hearing there's just tons of lines and like stuff like that. Like I'm hearing it's like Anime Expo, which both of these cons used to be a lot more small time. But they've just gotten so big that there's just like a lot of people there, and I gotta be honest with you guys, I haven't been to many cons, but the ones I have went to, there were a lot of people there, but there weren't like tons of lines and stuff everywhere. That kind of environment isn't very comfortable for me. I'm kind of claustrophobic. I also am not a huge fan of big crowds, which is funny because I go to New York constantly, especially during like winter and stuff, but even then, like these crowds seem bigger than what I'm used to, which is saying a lot. So that's why I'm also just kind of like, because I've always wanted to go to Anime Expo, but now, like, that I see how big it's gotten, where it's like, nah, not really. I like, I guess, bigger cons that are not too big, I guess, if that makes any sense. Like, I've always wanted to go to New York Comic Con, but now it's like super big, so it's like, always wanted to go to San Diego Comic Con, but now that's super big, and there's like just lines and lines and lines. It's like waiting 4 hours in line for one thing. Like, that sounds boring. You know? So that's just my thing. But if you're over there, I hope you're having fun, because I've been hearing some people complain. I guess this is going to be the kind of transitionary, I mean, this is for Power Rangers. This is a very transitional period. It's been bought by Hasbro. This may or may not be the last Power Morphicon, we don't know. And if we're gonna have more, hopefully it'll be bigger or in a bigger spot or whatever, because you know, things are changing, which is a good thing. Change is never bad, especially considering how mediocre Power Rangers has been for the past couple seasons. Like, Samurai was like okay, Megaforce was just a huge disappointment. Dino Charge was actually pretty good. I know a lot of people hate Super Dino Charge. I still enjoyed Dino Charge as a whole. And then Ninja Steel I haven't even touched. I've heard about Ninja Steel. I haven't heard anything good. I still want to watch it just to form my own opinion, but I'll hold it off, because there's tons of other things I need to catch up on. I'd rather catch up on something that I know I would like than something that I know is extremely divisive and people are complaining about. So yeah, I'm talking about Power Rangers on DigiDaily, isn't that weird? I mean, there was an overlap. Remember, Saban owed both. Kari in the first movie, which was dubbed by Saban, mentions how she bought a pink Power Ranger. I always thought that was pretty funny. But yeah. So, sorry for yesterday's episode if it freaked anyone out. Like when I'm down here at the shore, I'm at a campground. So when I film outside, I'm pretty much in the wilderness. So that means that there are, you know, like bugs and stuff around me. I didn't have my hearing aid in, so I don't know if I don't know how loud any of the bugs in the background were, because again I didn't have my hearing aid on. But I saw a comment that said that all they heard was bugs in the background, and it seemed like it freaked them out, or it was kind of annoying. So I want to apologize for that. I don't mean to do that to anyone, but it is cicada season, so it was probably just a bunch of cicadas in the background, which I don't mind. I love cicadas. Haven't seen any yet though. I just saw there's a husk out back, like when they shed, I guess. There's one outside, but I still haven't I haven't seen a cicada this year. You usually see them a lot more, especially around this area because there's a ton of trees and cicadas love trees. So yeah, don't ever be afraid of cicadas. They're pretty chill. They don't bite. All they do is just stick their little there's like a little, it looks like a stinger, but it's not really a stinger because again they aren't very malicious. They're not like a bee or anything, or not a bee, they're not like a wasp or anything where they'll just like attack you unprovoked. They wouldn't even attack you. If they stick you, it's just because they're dumb and they think you're a tree. What they do is they just stick the little stinger inside trees and then suck up all the sap or whatever else and nutrients from the tree, and that's how they live. That's really it. They're kind of I like them because they make that cool sound. They look really cool as a bug, and also they're kind of dumb. It's kind of adorable. They're kind of dumb. You'll find one and they're just bumping against stuff, and they're just kind of weird and dumb. So I like them like that. I like them a lot because of that. But yeah, cicadas I haven't seen a lot this year, which is kind of sad. I'm filming inside, as you can see, not because I'm lazy or anything, just because I don't have any bug spray, and if I walk outside, I'm going to be like a feast for the mosquitoes that are outside. Those mosquitoes this year have been really, really bad. There's just been a ton of mosquitoes just biting the crap out of me. But thank God, I have a pretty good, I have a lot of self-constraint, so I don't scratch myself, so I get a lot of those gross scabs when you scratch yourself when there's mosquitoes that bite you. But it's still annoying to have them just bite on me. I'm smacking myself constantly. So yeah, as far as the Discord goes, a lot of people have been joining the Discord lately. I want to thank everyone. My goal, even if I open a Patreon, which is coming soon, my goal, I don't want to lock the Patreon. I think the Patreon should be on the Patreon. I don't want to lock the Discord. The Discord I want to be for everyone. I might make a patron only channel. Maybe not. But I definitely want to keep the Discord open. A lot of people have been joining from both DigiDaily and the aesthetic videos, which I thought was interesting. So there's starting to become a lot of overlap. Thank you very much. I currently have the suggestion box open. It's always open. But I've recently asked people in the Discord, and I'll ask people here, if you want to join the Discord, links in the description down below. But me and Ray are deciding to start a podcast. It's something Ray's been wanting to do for a very long time. Something we've always tried to do and get off the ground, but we've never done. But now that we're more creatively inclined and have a bit more time to ourselves and the necessary more than the necessary equipment, we definitely want to hit the ground running and start it. But the thing is, me and Ray are into a very vast, wide amount of things. They do overlap, but we want to have the show where it's structured. So whatever you're into, whether it be anime or whatever, hobbies and, whatever hobbies or interests that you guys are in, feel free to leave them in the suggestion box. So like, let's say you're really big into Digimon. That's why you found my channel. You say, hey, I'm really big into Digimon. Okay. But if it's not something I've covered on my channel, or not something we talk about on the Discord, like if you say like, I'm really big into wrestling, then we can talk about that too, because me and Ray are actually pretty big into wrestling. So leave your suggestions in the suggestion box channel on the Discord, and it'll help us figure out how we're going to structure the show. Like if you're really into Tokusatsu, you're like, hey, I'm really big into Tokusatsu, you know, stuff like that. We will structure the show to see like who's into what, so that we can figure out like what we can put in the show and what we won't put in the show. Because again, we're into like a ton of stuff, and we don't want to sit here and just have it just be like, us just rambling about like topic to topic. We want it to be a bit more structured. So that would really help us both out, especially Ray, because we're trying to get his channel off the ground. So yeah, if you would do that, I would super duper appreciate it, and so would Ray. And I will see you guys tomorrow, probably at the main set. I'm not 100% sure yet. Don't quote me on that. I know this show's kind of all over the place, but I'm serious. I may or may not be leaving. I might stay. I'm not too sure yet. But you will see me tomorrow regardless. So thank you very much for watching, and as always, peace.